4-year-old faces a long road to recovery after being viciously attacked by a pit bull inside her family home.
Now in good condition after getting too close to a neighbor's dog, the 4-year-old was flown to a Columbus Children's Hospital.
We are hearing from the father of a little boy attacked by a dog on the streets of Miami.
Tonight, a vicious dog goes on the attack and seriously injures a woman in Fayetteville.
My name's Heather Henderson. I'm the director of Sniffing Snouts Pit Bull Rescue, and I rescue dogs, bully breeds specifically. It's not a lie that pit bulls were bred to bait bulls. That's where they got their name. People will also try and take the worst of something and bring it out to their advantage. Pit bulls, bully breeds, they are fiercely loyal and they really want to please their owners. So if you have an owner that is asking you to fight to the death to kill this other dog because that's what's going to make them happy, the dog is going to do what its owner wants him to do. The stigma comes from the history of the breed. Recently on Facebook there's this new thing. I don't know how new it is. It's probably not that new. It's probably been going on for a long time, but it's something called trunking, where they put two dogs in the trunk of a car and close the trunk and let the dogs fight to the death. And they play loud music and they have a party going on to help subdue the noise coming from the fight.
My name is John McGrath. I'm the owner of JM Canine Services. We have a local dog training company here in Central Florida, just outside of Oviedo in Chilliota, Florida. I've been training dogs now for 21 years. A lot of times I'm going to the owner's house to work with them and training them. Sometimes they have severe issues and problems, like whether it's separation anxiety or issues with aggression with other dogs or aggression with people. And then sometimes it's just real simple stuff like puppies, nipping, housebreaking, jumping up, stuff like that.
My name is Reba Shoemate, and I volunteer at the Brevard Sheriff's Animal Shelter. One of the biggest myths I've heard is that they have a locking jaw. There's no mechanism in their jaw that locks.
Biggest thing I've always heard since I was young is that these are uncontrollable dogs that no one can barely train, that they're just attack their owners, they'll turn on a dime. I'd say almost 100% it's got to be first the owner. Pit bulls, unfortunately, they get into trouble, and what happens is everybody thinks right away, oh, that's a pit bull. Once you start seeing one or two nice ones, or three or four, then the stereotype starts going away. So I think a lot of times it's education. Educate
not just people that have a prejudice against the breed, but educate owners in the right way to have, and not just bully breeds, but any dog as a family member. You see stories in the media all the time about the family dog that all of a sudden turned and mauled the baby. A lot of the times parents miss these stress signals. The licking of the lips, the looking around, the wagging of the tail. Everybody says, oh, the tail's wagging, he's happy, he's fine, he's great. Wagging of the tail can be a sign of aggression. It can be a stress signal as well as a sign of happiness. The only way they can communicate is either with their body language or, unfortunately, with a bite.
You need training, no matter what. Some dogs are easier trained, some dogs need a lot of training, some dogs are ongoing with training. You can start as soon as they're a puppy. I mean, I get people call me when they just get the puppy from 8 weeks old, all the way up to, he's got a dog I just saw the other day, it's 11 years old. With any good training with any dog, you can make a great dog.
We're definitely making our mark, and more often than not, my personal experience is when I tell people that, oh, I run a pit bull rescue, oh, I love pit bulls. And to get that response, it just makes my heart so happy. It touches me so deeply to know that the information that we're putting out there, it's reaching people.
Rescuing a dog is probably the best thing you can do, because all the pit bulls are basically in the shelters, and I don't see the point in buying a $500 dog anyways, when you can just get a dog for the adoption fee and you've got a best friend for 15 years.